Welcome to another episode of the Indiginerd Project. My name is Jim Ruel. I'm your host. Today's topic is knowing yourself. How well do we know ourselves? Is that the key to happiness? Or maybe you'd rather just take a personality test. I hate those things. I always feel extremely self-conscious when I'm answering the questions. And I think through the course of the test, I'm like, this is the same question, then I answer it differently. And I'm contradicting myself, which I do normally all the time in my head. Maybe I just don't want to know myself. Maybe I'd rather just get targeted ads from Amazon and Google and Facebook and just kind of like, yeah, that's me. At this point, Google must have an extremely detailed file of me based on my browsing habits and reading my emails, and maybe I could just ask them for advice. Come on, Google, you know me. Am I on the right career path? What about you, Amazon? How many kids should I have? Or should I even have kids? I already have one, so it's kind of too late. So don't tell me. Facebook, you say I have all these friends, but some days I feel pretty lonely. Maybe you could update my status for me. Google, maybe you've noticed I've been trying to self-diagnose myself, see if I'm on the autism spectrum. Come on, come up with a mental diagnosis for me. I figure given all your data, you must know something. And if it gets verified and backed up by Amazon and Facebook, that's gotta be good enough to get prescription medication. That should be your new thing. Google mental health docs. I can lie to a shrink, but you guys, you really know me. It's kind of scary how much these companies know about our little secret heart's desires. On the other hand, they could probably match us up with someone that has similar secret heart's desires. Kind of like OkCupid, but where you can't fake your profile. I look forward to finding out what Amazon recommends me to buy. I want to go to these websites and see the latest on Lego robots, because that's cool, that's what I want. I don't want ads for mountain bikes, or spelunking hats, or anything that could get me hurt or killed. That's not my thing. I'm pretty sure they know this by now. And I kind of like the idea that someone out there really understands me. Even if it's just a search engine algorithm that really understands me, and maybe that just means I'm really not that complicated, but I'm guessing they're about this far away from being able to understand me to the point from my emails and my searches that I probably could need a hug, and they could send me a drone with a hug bot and make my day. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go home and spend some quality time with my family as we surf the web on our various tablets and smartphones and laptops. Let's be honest, at this point, your right to privacy is basically just your right to live off the grid in a log cabin deep in some forest somewhere. And that wraps up this episode of the Indiginerd Project. Have a good day, everybody.